Black, black, I am the top shot. You don't wanna run with me, nah. I am the same OG. Do rag with my gold grills. I don't want no stabbing. I'm glad that you can come to terms. You don't want no smoke. Fantastic.
I roll up something proper, not ganja. You don't want no smoke, not a ganja.
I'd rather take a paper because it brings me so much satisfaction. That's what I'm on. I'm getting to the bag while I'm counting up all these major figures. Don't play with my paper, pussy hole, I'm gonna pull a trigger. I'm getting to the bag while I'm counting up all these major figures. Big up, I'm getting to the paper like count up. I'm hot now, spicy, that jerk chicken and that curry. I'm smoking on a spliff that's longer than the Bob Marley drag. That joint is so potent, I swear to God my eyes are bloodshot red.
I rolled up something proper, not ganja. You don't want no smoke, not a ganja.
I'd rather take a paper because it brings me so much satisfaction. That's what I'm on. I'm getting to the bag while I'm counting up all these major figures. Don't play with my paper, pussy hole, I'm gonna pull a trigger. I'm getting to the bag while I'm counting up all these major figures.
I'm a rude boy. Big up. I'm a rude boy.
I'm getting to the bag while I'm counting up all these major figures. Don't play with my paper, pussy hole, I'm gonna pull a trigger. I'm getting to the bag while I'm counting up all these major figures.
And yes, indeed, we back. You know what I mean? That was my guy, Michael J. Fox with Wagwan. You know what I mean? Apologies. They shut down the stream for showing the visuals. You know what I mean? Of the Joe Cordina highlights. You know what I mean? Shame on DAZN. We just out here using it for educational purposes and whatnot. But that's what happened there. But we are back and we will continue this cook. Once again, that was Michael J. Fox we returned to, who will be live Forever Fuego, you know what I mean, August 21st. You know what I mean? Tickets will be available. The Generals, Michael J. Fox and Chucks will be live inside the Hamilton Hotspot, you know what I mean, for the Fuego Arctic Sun party, you know what I mean? For all your information on that, make sure you visit the website forever-fuego.yolasite.com. You know, dig. It definitely will be going down, you know what I mean? There goes on the ticket. The latest party coming up July 3rd. My girl Duchess will be in the building, you know what I mean? The Duchess of York. Tickets are available right now, you know what I mean, via eventbrite.com or once again, forever-fuego.yolasite.com, you know what I mean? And that will get you jumped over for your tickets and whatnot. You can also cop a tee from shopusualsuspect6.com. You get a Forever Fuego tee and you stay free forever. You know what I mean? Forever, ever. You know what I mean? But I want to get back into this cook. I hate when my streams get rudely interrupted and abrupted by the powers that be. But this is what you got to do when you're on somebody else's shit, right? You know what I mean? But salute to everybody that's falling on back. What I need y'all to do is to reshare the stream for me, if y'all can do that for me. You know what I mean? Reshare the stream so we can get the people back up in here and we can continue this good cook. The Cordina thing is in the past. I gave you my pick. I'm picking Cordina because of the controversial circumstances I think that's going behind it. But now I want to talk about what everybody's here for, what everybody's up for this morning, and what everybody's going to be up for later tonight. Undisputed lightweight championship between Lord Devin Haney, Lord Devin Haney and Boy George. Okay. Now, the weigh-in came out. The weigh-in was yesterday, I believe around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Devin Haney came in on weight, shredded, looked like a sports, like a action figurine, excuse me, a supreme action figurine. Boy George looked dry. Didn't see real muscle tone. And he came in overweight. There you see him playing to the crowd like he's done nothing wrong. Here's the difference from when he fought Teofimo Lopez. We see what his body looked against him. I really can't tell much difference, but he does look more healthier against Lopez than in this weigh-in against Devin the Truth Haney. Right? So the narrative now I'm hearing, or not so much of a narrative, but I'm actually hearing people call Boy George a genius, because immediately he got showing that he came off weight. Boy George continues to say that I did it on purpose. I did this on purpose. Alluding to the fact that he's doing this for mind games somehow. And there's actually people out here in the boxing community, right, that are falling in line with this stupidity. Now, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to play the video from the sister Lala D. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, you could have said, I owe the Top Shot to Kambosos an apology, but when you say we, that includes me. I mean, so I don't owe nobody no apology for nothing. Damn sure not no Kambosos. Huh? He owes his fans the fact to come in on weight because he's a champion of 3 belts. That's what he owes his fans. You know what I mean? We don't owe this fraudulent Top Shotter No apology. Let's listen to this narrative or this video from the sister Lala D.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's
Are y'all able to hear that?
Yeah.
Saturday, June 4th. It's fight day, everybody. Happy fight day. So it looks like we all owe George Kambosos an apology, right? I can't even call him Cambozo anymore. I gotta call that man by his name, the Don, the OG.
Hold up. You don't have to call him by his name. If you want to call him by his name, you can call him Boy George. Huh? That's his name. That's his name. We renamed him over here. His name is Boy George. You know what I mean? Let's get that straight.
The top shotter.
No. No, he's not no top shotter. You know what I mean? He's not, you don't know, he's never been to yard. He's never been to yard. You don't know about showering people. He's not no top shotter. He's not the top of nothing.
How did we not see the game? See, we didn't peep game.
What's this game? What's this game now, Lala D?
He missed weight on purpose.
On purpose.
There's levels to this, and we didn't
Ooh, there's level to this. This is below the dirt. This is below the dirt. Those kind of levels. Okay, let's go.
see it. You see? We can learn a lot from him, man. He's the Don for a reason. He can spot a rat. He knows how to play the game.
Wow, he can spot a rat.
And we missed it. So I just want to extend my apologies to the OG, the top shotter, George Kambosos. I mean, he did that shit smooth. You see how he deceived us? Missed weight on purpose. That's on us. We ain't like him.
She must be being sarcastic. She got to be, bro.
There's levels to this shit, and we ain't on his level. So, so salute to George Kambosos for playing with our minds like that. See, we ain't there yet. We ain't at his dimension yet.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Lala D. You know what I mean? Get her shit up. You know what I mean? She must be talking that. She must be talking that shit. She must be fooling us. She must be fooling me right now because I can't believe this shit. Ain't no apologies coming from me. And there ain't no levels to this shit but under the earth.
You understand? But that's hilarious, man. He gave us something to laugh at. He is funny. Salute to D-Lo. Salute to D-Lo.
All right, but that's enough of that right there. You know what I mean? For one, George Kambosos ain't no genius, you know what I mean? And he did not do this on purpose. He did not do this on purpose because you can see the shock and awe from himself and the team. They didn't come off the scale once and come back. They did it, I believe, two times, KG. You know the reason why? You know the reason why I know? Because the first time he came out, you thought he was fly. You thought he was the emperor. He came out in some Versace briefs, in some Versace boxes. Couldn't make weight. Or he said, oh, it must be the Versaces. Let me go back around the corner and put the Nike Sports on.
It's the gold flake in the Versaces.
Nigga
weighing
put the
them
down. The nigga put the Nike Sports on, went back on the scale, still was overweight.
It was the copper, you know what I'm saying, from the compression to damn, you know what I'm saying, reduce the damn inflammation in the body. So that weighed him down.
He said, no, let me take the Nike Sports off and put the birthday suit on. Put the birthday suit on, still overweight. Now, if this was something that he already was trying to do, why would he take the time to do it? Change the Versaces, go to the Nike Sports, and then go to the birthday suit. That don't make sense to me.
Can I ask a question, Art?
Go ahead.
I know they got the time limit. How long did it take for him to go off and then come back? Was he gone for almost the entire time that it takes? You know what I'm saying? That they give you the limit that they give you, or did he come back like inside of that? I know we don't have that time, but did it seem like it took him a bit of a time to come back?
It did, at least a good minute to a minute and a half. Now, I do have the re-weigh-in, but I'm afraid to play it with the with the potentiality of them stopping the stream once again. You know what I mean? But there was some definite weirdness going on in that weigh-in. Weirdness in the sense that they was taking too long to come up with the weight. How long did it take when he finally was in his birthday suit and they still looking down? You see the lady in the big old white skirt looking down, and it's taking her 5 minutes to read the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And low key she uttering like, we gonna try to make this slide. We gonna try to make it slide. And this is what they was trying to do. At one point, the whole government of Australia crowded around the motherfucking scale so nobody could see the shit. That Team Devin Haney's like, let me go up in there and see what's going on. Let me go up in there and see what's going on, because they was about to make it slide. Like, yo, it's official, 135. You know what I mean? And yo, kudos to the dude, you know what I mean? The dude up in Team Devin Haney that went up in the scuffle and saw what was going on, because that's what they was trying to do, bro. You know what I mean? Government assistance. You know what I mean? At the scale. You know what I mean? There you go. She was asking, did you apply to the weight welfare program? Because we got that for you, Cambo.
We just need your signature right here, initial right here, and we're good. Because I felt like that too. I was like 3 attempts, 4 attempts.
You said your initial, right?
Yeah, 3 to 4 damn attempts there. I'm getting on this damn scale. I still don't think he made weight, and he's gonna come in super heavy tonight.
Now they had somebody from Haney's team look at him on the scale.
No, but I'm just saying, even still, he's gonna come in super heavy tonight, and that's would be per either his team or without his damn team's advisory, because he feels now I have to impose my will onto Dev, because this kid has clearly grown taller than me. Now that's another adjustment, because he's looking up at Dev now. So he wasn't looking up at him at the beginning, and then you can see the press conference. He had heels on. His shoes had thick soles to make him look even at height. But at that weigh-in, he looked a lot shorter than he ever did, you know what I'm saying, throughout this build up to this fight. So, and then he looked drained. Like I said, there's a lot of pressure on him. A lot. And I know he didn't come in, you know what I'm saying, with a ridiculous amount. But what Cadillac Red say? That shit's unprofessional.
That's what the Australian commentators, they can't even deny it too. Mm-hmm. They calling them unprofessional. Mm-hmm. We have the Australian great boxing great and Jeff Fennick, that is one of the commentators for Fox Sports over there, and he said this is straight unprofessional, being the champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No excuses made. This isn't no genius type of move. This is just straight unprofessional. You know what I mean? And I think there's gonna be payment for this.
He said I did it on purpose. The fuck? Who does that? Nobody plays around like that.
Mm-hmm. Game plans. Let's get into the game plans for both fighters. The good doctor, I'll start with you. And we'll start off with probably the most controversial of them. How does Kambosos win?
He has to be the bully. He has to set the tone early and get Dev going backwards, not on his own accord. Because we know Dev can fight on his back foot. We know this. So, but if Kambosos can force him to have to fight on it, it might not be the same type of damn fight and the same type of adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
That minute, you know what I'm saying, break in the corner might have to then, you know what I'm saying, it's going to seem a lot faster when this instruction is coming, because he was like, hey, Dad, I'm not fighting on my back foot because I'm trying to outbox him. I'm being forced to do this. You know what I'm saying? So Kambosos is going to have to big boy him. He's got to bully him. He's got to get into Dev's chest. You know what I'm saying? And because Kambosos feels he can strike fear. You see this whole damn lead up. He's been saying, I'm getting into his head. I'm getting into his head. I'm this. You know what I'm saying? His whole build up is I'm getting into his head. It's all psychological. He thinks he's breaking Devin Haney down because he's looking at Dev's age. He's looking at the fact that I'm older than him. I'm smarter than him. I've been through more than him, and my life has been a lot rougher than his. Because I fought in empty arenas. I've done this. I've done that. So he feels he can go and big boy. You know what I'm saying? Dev the way he did Teofimo in the beginning of that fight. You know what I'm saying? Not looking at the fact that Dev is training super hard. You know what I'm saying? I actually took this fight serious because this is, you know what I'm saying, actual goal. But you're asking me about Kambosos. He's going to have to do that. And he's going to have to them just beat on Dev. Anytime, you know what I'm saying, he's going to have to catch Dev on the back end of his punches. If Dev is going to throw jabs, he's going to have to get his head off the line and apply pressure on Dev, get him going backwards and just make it an ugly fight. That's his best bet of winning this fight. Just pretty much just bullying. And hopefully the referee is in his favor when they get on the inside. He allow him to, they're going to stay on the exchanges. And it's a ref that can be, you know what I'm saying, be oblivious to what's going on the opposite side. Him playing any dirty tactics or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I just feel any because you hear him say, they said, how do you win Sunday morning? By any means necessary. Dev says it too, but we know Dev ain't gonna go in there and play dirty. We already know that. Dev is gonna go in and go to outbox him, and if he can see the damn opening into them, knock him out, he's gonna knock him out. But Kambosos, by any means necessary. Mm. If I need some sauce on the inside of my fucking daggone wraps, you know what I'm saying, in the corners, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. If I need the water bottle spiked or something, you know what I'm saying? Because this motherfucker, I wouldn't doubt this motherfucker damn be on that powder too, because you see how he grinds his jaw. You know what I'm saying? That's not just them trying to invoke daggone fear into someone. That's a motherfucker that damn thinks damn, you know what I'm saying, that's going off of his own juice. Mm-hmm. He going off his own dope, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to just then gonna apply pressure and get past, you know what I'm saying, Dev's punches and show him that the punches don't hurt, but not shake his head, know that they don't hurt. Just press forward and then have damn Dev having to then be forced to go backwards. That's his best bet.
Ak Reacher. If you're in the corner of Kambosos, what's the game plan against Devin Haney to secure his part of the belt for that undisputed?
Similar game style to like the Teofimo, with a little bit more urgency in the beginning, because Dev doesn't lose too many rounds. He normally controls everything from beginning to end. So I think Kambosos definitely got to go out there and try to make things rough early, you know, from the gate, you know, to try to even have like some type of rounds in the bag. Another thing too, I would tell him, you know, try to punch in combination as best that you can, because Dev doesn't have that power like a Tank or somebody like that, only because you want to even make the rounds look even. You know what I mean? You may not win, but you even want to make the rounds look even. So I would tell him to touch him everywhere. You know, don't look for the perfect shot. Don't just stand there and anticipate more fight off of instinct this fight. He got to make it rough and try to get in Dev's head. You know, I don't think that he could just sit there and try to think. You know, I would tell him definitely punch in combination, you know, throw, you know what I mean, to the body, to the head, mix it up, then head and body. Step around him if Kambosos could do that. He got, I wouldn't say the greatest feet, but he could get out the way of things. And yeah, my thing is just not be predictable. You know what I mean? Like I said, and try to throw with Dev and pressure him, and hopefully he could last.
Indeed. We live in the war room. We talking game plan, starting off with Boy George, you know what I mean, against Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Smash that like button as you fall on in. My game plan for if I was to advise Boy George would be to, yeah, I agree with both of y'all. He needs to be able to throw punches in combinations and multiples. He also needs to be able to throw punches in exchanges while Devin Haney's throwing. You know what I mean? He needs to be able to do that as well. Timing beats speed, you know what I mean, or can neutralize speed. So we'll see if he has the ability to time Devin Haney and to get him more on his back foot, fighting off of his back foot and reluctant to let his hands go. So those are some of the things that I think he needs to do, as well as fight with urgency, almost a sloppy ruggedness, the Jeff Horn type of style that he executed on Manny Pacquiao, the smothering, overwhelming style that's hard to really for the boxing, the acute boxing eye that's watching the fight from TV. We can see that he ain't really landing the punches, but from the judge's standpoint, ringside with the fans cheering and whatnot, those punches are turning into points. You know what I mean? So the more he's doing in that smothering style, even though that they ain't really landing literally, they're scoring on the for the judges. So I think that would work to his favor, due to being in a hometown situation, due to the fact that he is government assisted, and we know the judges are going to be behind him, as well as probably the referee. You know what I mean? Allowing him to go ahead with some of these borderline tactics that maybe in another boxing jurisdiction, the referee would be like, nah. I'm giving you a warning. The second time, nah. I'm giving you a point. The third time, nah. You Dairy Queen, we giving you a DQ, right? So that will be at play. But yeah, those are some of the things that Boy George would have to do to, in my opinion, upset in the bookkeepers, you know what I mean, the bookies' opinion upset the apple cart, because they do have Boy George as the underdog in his hometown. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, this is the reason why. You know what I mean? Boy George is a underdog in his hometown. You know what I mean? Because when this fight was first announced, we have to understand that ESPN didn't announce this fight as the undisputed matchup lightweight fight. They announced Devin Haney as their next talent, as their 3-year or 3-fight contract. You know what I mean? A special announcement press conference. You know what I mean? To announce a new fighter on the ESPN top rank board, pretty much, and Devin Haney. You know what I mean? This and the the undisputed matchup with Kambosos was almost secondary. But with that being said, you know what I mean? With that being said, what are the tactics? What is the game plan that Devin Haney needs to execute? You know what I mean? Needs to execute in this fight against Kambosos to make the dream the reality that I think is going to be a reality tonight. Akreecha, I'll start with you.
Dev need to box that Mitch straight up and down. Keep the jab out there. I don't want him to be too predictable. At the same time, you know, I feel like for him to get Kambosos out of there, he'll have to mix it up between mid-range, the outside, and the inside. So I want to see a lot of that. I think if he could do that at the right times, fight from the outside, mid-range, and in the pocket, you know, and put together, you know, the right computer code, I think that he could get him out of there. Either one of those ways, but definitely mid-range. You know, and I think that Dev also should start early, you know, which normally he does. He barely loses any rounds, like I said before. So, like I said, if Dev start early and really beats him up and stays on it and he can hold up, I definitely could see him stopping Kambosos late.
KG, what you got? What you got on Devin Haney's strategy to beat Boy George tonight?
Like I said, establish the jab early and be intentional with it. So, like I said, it's gonna be like 3 stages of making Kambosos miss. So he starts off, you know what I'm saying, establishing the jab. And once he then, you know what I'm saying, establishes that, then he can get his 1-2 going. But I want to start seeing the stabs to the body. But with Kambosos being a little shorter now, they might not hit the body, but they will hit the solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? They will hit this, you know what I'm saying? So that is going to take a lot more out of damn Kambosos, those stabbing straights. So I want to start seeing those, but with those stabbing straights, I kind of, y'all might not like this, I kind of want to see Dev stay in front of him because I think Dev's feet is good enough to do the tango and the damn waltz with him to be able to stay in and out with him and still not get hit, but stab him with those punches. So therefore, Kambosos can't hit him because he be stepping in and out with him. He has the feet to do it. Kambosos doesn't have the damn best footwork. He more so wants to hunker down and he try to jump off of, you know what I'm saying, off the line or whatever, but Dev, you know what I'm saying, he could see that a mile away because it's not really a wide damn stepping damn style. So if he can do that, and then after that, like I said, he's chipping away at him. Midway through the fight, get more lateral. Because now Kambosos is now grown desperate. Now the punches come wider. They come, you know what I'm saying, his combos leave his chin there go more out there on the island now. So now get more lateral and start them throwing heavier punches. So now Kambosos is missed to the point now, like I said, I can't even get a chance to get a hold on Dev. I can't hold him. Because you don't see Dev getting held too damn much, you know what I'm saying? And then like I said, just stay the course, working the jab. And like I said, by the championship rounds, somebody's gonna show too much concern and they might have to throw the damn towel in or cut, like you said, cut the hand off and throw the whole hand in that bitch. Because like I said, if you just chip away at him, he's already drained. He's gonna come in overweight tonight, and that's gonna play a role, you know what I'm saying, play a factor in his damn gas tank going empty. So I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, just chip away at him and stab the fuck out of him with them punches. Them, you know what I'm saying, them downward punches onto his damn sternum.
Yep. That's what's up. You know what I mean? We live in the war room, cooking on game plans, undisputed talk, lightweights, Devin Haney, Boy George tonight. Once again, I believe the ring walks will be at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. This will be live on ESPN over here, pay-per-view down under. You know, dig? My game plans and tactics for Devin Haney in order to win this fight are a multiple of things. You know what I mean? You can't fight the one thing. You can't fight the fight the same way for 12 rounds. You know what I mean? For the 12 rounds, I think he's gonna have to break this fight into phases and the stages. And for one, I agree with you on is breaking him down, picking him apart, and definitely in the early part, using his jab predominantly to pick him apart. You know what I mean? And not just jabs to the head. We saw I wouldn't say supple body, but the weight-drained body of Kambosos, you know what I mean? Stab that body with the jab, you know what I mean? Jab up top, jab to the body, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I don't see no problem with using your back foot game for the first 3-4 rounds of the fight in order to get your bearings, to possibly see what he got, try to see how he reacts to your feints and how he reacts to what you do. You know what I mean? So I think the first 3 to 4 rounds are going to be Devin Haney taking in and downloading information, somewhat what we saw in last week's Reggie championship belt fight with Tank Davis and Rolly Romero. So once that information is downloaded, you know what I mean? Because once you're downloading information, especially in enemy territories with the government assistance that is taking place, you have to assume that you're going to be losing rounds in doing so. So the next stage that Devin Haney needs to implement is the walk him down stage. The walk him down stage, this is the stage where now the final tenderization and the breakdown process begins so we can get the stoppage in the championship rounds. This is where we see Devin Haney change from fighting off the back foot to being more in the pocket, to using more of that lateral movement that KG's talking about, fighting in a tight circle. And possibly now implementing moving forward, having Kambosos on the back foot, getting Kambosos on the ropes so he can throw his more combinations to the body and to the head. In the midst of all this, I think cuts will start to surface on the face, the scar tissue riddled face of Boy George. I see a stoppage in the future of Boy George, you know what I mean? And he'll be leaking. Hopefully by the 10th or the 11th round, I see it. But those are the game plan tactics I believe Devin Haney needs to execute in order to get that stoppage. Download the information and then start holding your ground and coming forward on your front foot. As KG, the good doctor, says, utilizing the lateral movement as well. Tight circles. Because if you download for the whole fight, if you utilize too much of the ring in that hostile government-assisted environment, we may see a draw. We may see a draw. And people, I'm speaking from a conspiracy standpoint because I do know that there is a rematch clause and the rematch is supposed to be in Australia. This victory needs to be conclusive, comprehensive, and definitive from Devin Haney, because he's definitely going against the government-assisted, paid-out judges.
Methodical. He used to just yeah. Yep.
Indeed.
Without a shadow of a doubt, when anybody there that's looking, when the rematch happens, you're gonna hear everybody screaming Dev's name instead of fucking daggone George's name. And his father's gonna be like, look, the people are now against you. Fumble. He's like, your people are now against you. Look what you done. You're gonna let them happen, you know what I'm saying? Let this black bastard come over here and take your people from you. It's a tough pill to swallow.
When Devin Haney, our last segment, brothers, before we get on out of here, smash that like button as you fall on in or fall on out. Y'all know what it is. Usual Suspect 6, Wake and Bake Boxing. You know what I mean? Speaking on the biggest lightweight fight, you know what I mean, in a long ass time. You know what I mean? Undisputed in the 4-belt era. You know what I mean? But once Devin Haney captures all these belts, we know that these belts, these certain individual sanctioner bodies, they're going to be tugging away at the champ. You're going to have to fulfill our mandatory first.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that comes the stripping. Because if you're locked into a rematch, and you can't fulfill a mandatory from a certain sanctioner body that don't agree with that rematch, stripping occurs. So KG, Akricha, I came up with a solution for this, right? I came up with a solution for this, and I've still seen no other designs come up from this solution yet, because I did fly this ideal maybe 2-3 weeks back. And in lieu of the capturing of the undisputed title by Lord Devin Haney, I officially request to him that when he receives those 4 belts, that he busts them all down. I want to see the undisputed bust down belt. He should melt all those bitches up, break it all down, and put it on one belt. And hold it as his own belt. You know what I mean? As you see, we got all 4 sanctioner bodies on this belt. This is my design. If you don't like it, fuck you. Make your own shit. That's what this is about. Bust down these belts. I decided to bust down all these sanctioner bodies and make an undisputed bust down belt. The WBA with the crown up at the top, because they the oldest sanctioner body. If you go with what the fighters' opinions are, everybody loves the green belt from the WBC, so I decided to put them front and center. Even though I don't like them. Even though that we know that they've been part of plenty of scandals in the recent past. We also got the IBF to the side, to the right here, and the WBO to the left. The undisputed bust down belt. Once again, I plead to Devin Haney, when he receives all these 4 belts, as Bob Arum was suggesting in the press conference, each one of these belts costs 3% of your purse. 3% times 4 is 12% of his purse every time he defends it. Bust those belts down, Devin Haney. You know what I mean? And just rock with the lineal. Rock with your own belt. You know what I mean? And call it a day. You know what I mean? Because once again, like Bob Arum said, your partner now in business, he don't like the fact that you paying 12%. he's getting literally these sanctioning bodies are getting as much as he's getting, because he's probably charging that for his promoter fees, huh? 12% these motherfucking sanctioning bodies. Nah, undisputed bust down belt. Ack Reach, I'm gonna start with you. I don't know if I heard your opinion on the bust down. What say you before we get on out of here?
You mean on like them taking 12%?
All that. Taking 12%, what Devin Haney should do with regards to being undisputed after.
I mean,
because they're gonna be tugging away. They're gonna be each sanctioner body gonna be like, "Yo, you gotta fight our mandatory." But what if he's locked into this rematch, and then they strip his ass for that belt?
Nah, but I think the sanctioning bodies is gonna be understanding like they have been with other fighters. I think that they're gonna let him take care of business with the second Kambosos fight. I talked about this actually, I believe last week, and I feel like after the second Kambosos fight, then I feel like the sanctioning bodies is gonna be hollering at Devin like, "What are you going to do?" I feel exactly after the second fight, I feel like they're gonna be understanding up until after the second fight. After the second fight, I feel like that's when the sanctioning body's gonna be like, "All right, Dev, what we doing?" Even when they throw Lomachenko on the chopping block for Dev, if Dev get through both, I believe that's what's gonna end up happening. I feel like after the second, they're gonna wait till after the second fight. And after the second fight, they're gonna be like, "All right, what you doing? Where we going there?" You know what I mean? Tank, the WBA. I don't know who was in the other ones, the WBC and IBF and the WBO and all of that. But I definitely feel like, after the second fight, I don't want to see him at 35 too long. Salute CB Sports. I see. I don't know, man. I just don't want him to stay there too long. I feel like after the second Kambosos fight, you obligated to that. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at him if he relinquished the belts after that. Go up to 140 and get acclimated there. I think that's what he should do after the second fight. But he definitely gonna have to stay at 35 for one more fight. If he win tonight.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Terry, host of the show. You know what I mean? Get it off your chest podcast. You know what I mean? Salute to CB Sports TV for falling on in. Also, salute to the Queen. 71, I bendeth the knee. You know what I mean? She said, Bozo stalled so long that it will be time for a mandatory. You know what I mean? KG, what's your opinion? You know what I mean? You want Devin Haney to bust those belts down once he gets them, or you think it's a foolish idea?
Pretty much what Ack was saying, but after the second fight, and if this new growth that we're seeing is actually true, then it might be a little harder for him that they're going to be at 35. So he might be, might look at that as I went undisputed, I defended undisputed, and that third fight will be whatever mandatory that they be screaming about, because after that second fight, they're gonna be on his head like, "Hey man, what you gonna do in 30 days? We need to know something in 30 days." So we can already understand that, and by that point, Bob Arum already has somebody in line for that. You know what I'm saying? So that'll already be damn locked up and sealed with whoever the mandatory is. He'll be in already did some shuffling to put who he wants or talk to. You know what I'm saying? Or look, WBO, what Bob ordered. He might be one of the first motherfuckers to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have them jump out first and then put his mandatory in that spot. Get the third fight out of Dev, and then Dev go ahead and drop him and go on up to 40. Because like I said, by that time he'll be comfortable, and that'll be what, next year, the end of next year, maybe fall time next year, that he'll be freed up. So, hey, nothing, I don't think nothing too, too hard, but whoever does hold on to him that plans on staying in there should bust him down, because either way he's gonna have to kick them sanctioning fees, out. Or like I said, I don't understand, me, y'all know me, I don't know the damn real story behind all that shit, when it comes to the belts and shit like that. So me personally, I go undisputed, defend that shit, get rid of the motherfuckers. But since I'm under 3-fight damn shit, take the fight, win the rematch, fight whoever the mandatory is, drop them bitches.
Indeed. Y'all know what it is. We were talking the undisputed bust down belt. You know what I mean? That I believe Devin Haney should commence on doing once he receives all 4 belt. Immortalize himself, you know what I mean, with that undisputed bust down, because, you know what I mean, it's not like he can give it back. That's his for life, you know what I mean? But this could be yours for life too. The usual suspect, undisputed Jack Tank Top, in the dig, with the immortal legend Jack Johnson, you know what I mean? In honor of his victory in Australia, you know what I mean? In Australia, damn near a century or a century ago, you know what I mean? Where he captured the heavyweight title of the world, you know what I mean, against Tommy Burns, you know what I mean? You can get this tank top once again at shopusualsuspect6.com. You know, dig. Link isn't in the description. Got the last stream taken down. So y'all know the website. Y'all know usualsuspect6.com as well. The fashion page will jump you on over to the shop. You know what I mean? And you'll see it up on in there. In the day. But once again, salute to everybody that passed on through. Let me get some last words for the brothers before I do my last little promo. KG, let me start off with you.
Shit, man, you already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate that the first stream got cut because you was actually cooking, for those that didn't hear it. So hope that question comes up again and you can go ahead and touch on that again. But y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all see my name on the screen. Y'all know where to find me. Bullshit on the Beltway with my boy Cadillac Red, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. I am K_. Fellas call me KG. At calls me the Good Doctor. You know what I'm saying? But everybody just calls me. So.
Indeed. And speaking of the good doctors, we do have a line of good doctor gear available, you know what I mean, right now, you know what I mean, in the shop, usualsuspect6.com. There you see it. Ladies and men sneaks sizes available for the good doctors, low cuts, you know what I mean, the good doctor snapback, different colors available as well. If you don't like the yellow brim, you got the all black and whatnot. Leggings, not the Doc Martens, the Good Doctor boot. So y'all know what it is, you know what I mean? We get it in. But most definitely, Act Reacher, speaking of which,
Give
them your last words. Give them your last words for the people. Tell the people where they can follow you at and whatnot.
Yeah, man. Catch us on the Jab Jamboree. Oh shit, that shit fire. Black. Check us out on the Jab Jamboree. Sundays 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely look out for me on the War Room and catch me bullshitting on the Beltway. And sometimes with my brother 503 do his lives, especially Sundays. Catch me on there and catch me boxing conversations with Stay Ready. Ringside Views. Stay Ready. Yeah, man. Salute to the usual suspect. It's the LDBC and the Full Berserker Clan. It's your boy Act Reach. I never say wrong, and I'm out. Peace.
Indeed. Salute to Act Reach and Jab Jamboree. One time. Smash that like button as your phone line out. Once again, this was Wake and Bake Boxing. You know what I mean? Salute to the Usual Suspect 6. Make sure y'all check us out at usualsuspect6.com for your boxing rankings. We about to rank the light heavyweight division and the super welterweight division for quarter number 3. Of course, pound for pound implications will be seen on our quarter 3 list. And who knows, you know what I mean? We also got the introduction of the female pound for pound list. So definitely be on the lookout for that, you know what I mean? Times starting to tick now, you know what I mean? We need to start doing our official research, you know what I mean? Because the list will be out soon, coming up soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Yes, July 3rd, it is going down. Once again, Duchess of York will be in the Hamilton hotspot, you know what I mean, for the Fuego Canada Day party. You know, dig. Get a tea and stay free forever. This is the new tea, Forever Fuego Canada Cola tea. You know what I mean? That is available on shopusualsuspect6.com. Once again, you get a tea, you show up to the party, and you in free. You know what I mean? Any one of these parties, there are 5 scheduled for the summertime. You know what I mean? So anytime you wear the tea, you in for free. Buy tea and stay free forever. That's what it's about, you know what I mean? And once again, my girl Duchess will be live in the building. This is the official teen turn up, you know what I mean? Not 19 plus, although if you 19 and up, you can pass through, but this is for the teens, them. This is for the youths, the youths, them, you know what I mean? Pass through Sunday, July 3rd, you know what I mean? It's Forever Fuego Canada Day party. And as we fall on out, we're going to go to Miss Duchess with this Bloody Blanco video, you know what I mean? You know, dig. Salute to everybody that passed on through in the chat. Let me get that last comment in. That's where it is. ShopUsualSuspect6.com. Shop US6 for that 20% discount code. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated R fella. Salute to the Usual Suspect 6. Salute to the whole LDBC. And we get on.
Mother Da Vinci, Bloody Miss Blanco. Don't get popped up, white pink sniffing them ski slopes. Your bitch is a free throw, she can't even deep throat. Don't pass it to me, ho. Don't get me on beast mode. I get it. Straight to the money, I get it. I get it. Your hoe, she mad, she offended. Maybe it's the whip that I whippin'. Maybe it's my nigga's big dick print. Maybe it's these big ass titties. Maybe it's these real ass inches. Nigga hit the you, he got the Louis in the trap. Ass fat, snack, titty pep with hella bash. Run up and find you. Pull off in a Rari. Got white boys like Tommy. Don't let the ghost get you, Charlie. I swear the industry retarded. Do what I say, Simon. What I want, nigga, got it. It ain't the product, it's profit. If it's pussy, better pop it. Headshot, we just topped it. Show 'em proof, no top 10. Shit was poppin' till I walked it. Ay. Bloody Miss Blanco. Don't get popped, ho. Bloody Miss Blanco. Nah, don't get pop, ho.
Louis in the trap.
Nah, don't get pop, ho. Just picking back with blood niggas. Bloody block with real drug dealers. Head honcho cause they head fight. Talk shit cause your mouth white. Got it on me in the white cells. The bitch in me, I don't get friendly. Yo bitch shit, they get hurt from around. You got a stick on me, I don't play around. Gang with me, they hold down. Silencer don't make sound. Tell you now, can't afford the price. Cause I hit him with a box cause I'm not nice. Hit him with a chop club Muay Thai. Them eyes all on me like snack time. That bitch too bitch and a check fine. Them hoes been dead to me flatline. Hey. Bloody Miss Blanco. Don't get pop, ho. Bloody Miss Blanco.